Recently, I was talking with a friend and they said, man, it's hard to believe we're already halfway through the month of January already. I just got used to it being 2026. That statement really impacted me. I don't know about you, but I'm not used to saying 2026. I'm barely used to saying 2025 right now. Life is just clicking by. And I realize it often, we make these changes to call it a New Year resolution or what that we're trying to make in our life, and we just don't follow through on them because we get lost in the everyday grind of life. And I think it is important, not only at New Year's time, but all the time, just to be looking at ourselves and just see what can we do better, what changes can we make. But specifically here in the new year, a lot of people, say, oh, I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to start reading the Bible every day. And I make these New Year's resolutions, commitments, whatever you want to call them. But here we are, 2 weeks into January, and are we still doing that? And today I just want to talk to 3 quick application points that might help us if we're succeeding or failing, just to keep making those changes in our life that draw us closer to Jesus every day. The proverb I found to talk about this problem would be Proverbs 13:4. It says, the soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. And that word sluggard, I never want to think of myself as being a sluggard. I don't think anybody does. But often in life, we do make these commitments that, hey, I want to do this, and we just don't follow through. For me, it might be, hey, I want to eat healthier. But then if you put a plate of junk food or French fries or candy or what in front of me, I'm right at it, eating away like nothing ever happened. I forget about that commitment in the moment. So that's my first application point here is commit to the work, not the wish. Very often we make that wish and we do nothing to put legs on it. We're very weak-minded with it. Well, helping with that would be Proverbs 16:3, which says, commit your work to the Lord and your plans will be established. Now, I don't know about you, but when I make that commitment to myself, I can often justify, I can let it slide this time or that time. But when I commit myself to the Lord, it's a bigger commitment because I know the Lord walks with me through everything and he sees everything I do. And that gives me some accountability, if you will, even on those changes I'm trying to make that nobody else knows about. And speaking of that point, will come our second application, which is lean on his strength, not my or your willpower. I don't know about you, but my willpower's pretty flimsy sometimes, right? Again, I can justify why I don't need to do that thing this time or whatever, but being accountable to the Lord helps me make it through that. And his strength also will help me make it through. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do everything through Christ who strengthens me. So we need to, in those moments of weakness, just remember again that God's walking with us and he gives us the strength to go through these things. And my third point is for those people who, like myself, maybe haven't followed through on that thing they committed to do, not only here at the new year, but just any change you're trying to make. And that's that the Lord gives us new mercies every single day. Lamentations 3:22-23 says, the faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. And that is so awesome because a lot of times we'll beat ourselves up for failing and we'll think we're not good enough and we can't do it. And you know what? A lot of times we can't by ourselves. But again, looking to the Lord and these 3 points will help us get through making those changes in our life that we really want to make that lead us closer with him. So just to leave it somewhere at the end here, I want to say today is the day to move from that sluggardness and the empty promises into the diligent work of the faithfulness, going back to Proverbs 13:4. The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. Hey, we're getting close to racing season. We're looking forward to seeing you at the track and just getting back ministering to everybody in person there at the track. So just thank you for joining us here on Wednesday Wisdom, and we'll see you real soon. Blessings.